Hi, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host, Mark Guido. We've been looking for a better grilling solution for our RV this season. We wanted something that we could mount directly to the RV and leave it there when traveling. And we've actually come up with a great solution. We'll show you on this episode of Grand Adventure, so stay tuned. Now, we looked around online and we found several solutions, but none of them were exactly what we wanted. They were big, they were heavy, they were expensive, or maybe you couldn't leave them on the RV when traveling. My goal was to free up some basement space and make it a lot quicker to be able to use the grill so I wouldn't have to lug it out of the basement and plug it into the propane and disconnect and put it away each time that I used it. My wife had a great idea. She said, why not look at the marine industry? You know, oftentimes marine products are a lot better than RV products, and in this case, it really turned out to work out well for us. We decided to go with a Magma Marine Kettle Grill. These have literally been around for decades. They normally mount to the rail of a boat, but I got to thinking, you know, our ladder on the back of our RV isn't really much different than a boat, and if a mount can withstand the slamming of a boat into the water, it certainly ought to be able to handle traveling down the road. So now we got the kettle grill installed. We're also running off the low pressure propane. You can see that the hose goes back to a low pressure fitting on the side of our trailer, so it's running off the house propane. That bracket, all you do is loosen it by hand and it can be swung back against the trailer while traveling or extended outward into that position while cooking. Let's head out into the field and give it a try on the road. So here we are in the southern Utah desert after a 5-hour drive from Salt Lake City, and the grill rode beautifully. It didn't work its way loose in even the slightest bit from all the road vibration, including some pretty heavily washboarded dirt roads. Speaking of dirt roads, I keep this cover on it while traveling. That keeps it clean, especially with that dust cloud behind the rig while you're traveling down a dirt road. Let me swing this into position and show you what we do. Just loosen this a little bit by hand. Rotate it out away from the rig for cooking. Take the cover off and I'll show you. So here it is all set up for cooking. I've got the low pressure regulator on here, but it also did come with the the regulator for the 1 pound canisters, so I can use that for quick roadside cooking if I want to. The lid is hinged, so that way you don't have to worry about it falling over, and it doesn't take up any additional space to open. So it can be right up against anything. In this position, it's far enough away from the rig that I'm not concerned about any damage from the heat. It does heat up very quickly. We used it to cook when we got here on Friday night. I'm extremely happy with this idea. So that's going to do it for this episode of Grand Adventure. Tune in next week. We'll be exploring this area of southern Utah. We're in Laverton. We tried to get onto Gooseberry Mesa, but boy, it's a busy Easter weekend down here in southern Utah. Beggars can't be choosers, and we had to have room for 3 rigs. So we got this spot over on Sheep Ridge Road, which you may remember from our Zion episode. Thank you very much for coming along with us. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up down below. If you have any questions or comments about our grill setup, hit me up in the comment section down below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions or receive your feedback. If you're not yet one of our Grand Adventurers, we'd love to have you along. Please subscribe to the channel. You can do so by clicking on our YouTube logo right here on the screen. Thank you very much, and until next time, remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you soon.